Hey guys, this is Wes Harper with the Garage Games and wanted to tell you guys a little bit about XWise 2014. The first workout that we're going to do this year is going to be a 5-minute workout where you've got 5 minutes to complete as many reps of the following exercises as you can. And with the time left over, you're going to test yourself to see how many pull-ups or push-up versions you're going to be able to do during that time period. The first exercise you got to complete in this chipper is going to be 40 synchronized goblet squats. If you're RX, you're going to be using a 1.5 pood and a 1 pood kettlebell. If you're in the scale division, you're going to use a 1 pood and a 20-pound kettlebell. Now the standards here are pretty typical for what we see in CrossFit. We want you guys to do a full squat where at the bottom the hip crease is slightly below knee level, and when you stand up, you're fully standing with your hips fully open. It's going to be the same for both RX and scaled on that. When you guys complete 40, you're going to move to the next part of the chipper, which is going to be 30 alternating box jumps. The RX competitors are jump to a 24-inch height, and the scale competitors are going to jump to a 20-inch height. Now on the box jumps, what we want to see from you guys is as the first competitor jumps on the box, we want to see a fully open and extended hip. You do not have to stand on the top of the box, but you do have to have your hips fully open and your knees fully open at the top of the box. Now you can step down or you can jump down off of the box, but your feet have to hit the ground before your partner is allowed to jump up on top of the box. We're gonna do 30 of those, and when you guys have completed 30, you're gonna move on to the next exercise in the chipper, which is gonna be 20 synchronized kettlebell swings. These are burpee kettlebell swings. The weight for this is going to be 1.5 pood and 1 pood for the RX competitors and 1 pood and 20 pound for the scale competitors. Now what we're looking for on a burpee kettlebell swing is you're going to start by picking up the kettlebell. You're going to do a full kettlebell swing where at the top of the movement we're going to want to see your ears stick through between your arms. You're going to return it to the ground, and then after you return the kettlebell to the ground, you're going to perform a burpee, standing back up and picking up the kettlebell again. Once each competitor has done that in a synchronized fashion, that will be the completion of 1 rep. After 20 synchronized burpee kettlebell swings, y'all will have whatever time's left over to perform as many of either bar muscle ups or chest to bar pull-ups if you're RX competitors, or pull-ups or hand release push-ups if you're scale competitors. And we'll be releasing how many points each of those is worth in the near future. This is going to be kind of a fun one. You're going to have a continuously running clock, and at each station you're going to have 4 minutes. And the 4 minutes is going to be a little bit different depending on what the station is, but there's going to be a challenge that you're going to be able to earn points at each of those stations. The first station is going to be a snatch, and this is going to be a true snatch. You can power snatch, you can split snatch, or you can do a full snatch. What you can't do is a severe press out. We are going to allow a little bit of a press out on it, but if it looks ugly, we're going to call you on it. So we are kind of looking for a little bit of, I wouldn't say a perfect snatch, but something that's got to look pretty good. What you've got is you've got 4 minutes, and the clock's running, and it's going to run basically for 20 minutes straight. The first 4 minutes that you're in this workout, you're going to have an opportunity each minute for both you and your partner to attempt and complete 1 snatch attempt. Now your score for that minute is going to be whatever the combined weight that you and your partner successfully snatched. So if you miss it, your score for that minute is going to be a 0. So pick a weight that you know you can get, but go as heavy as possible to try to rack up as many points as possible. At the completion of that 4th minute, you'll have 1 minute to transition to the next station. The next station is going to be where you're going to face the rowers, and you're going to row for calories. Now you and your partner can swap out as many times as you want. You can change every minute, every 30 seconds, or one of you can row for the entire 4 minutes. It really doesn't matter. You just want to try to row and get as many calories in that time period as you possibly can. At the end of the 4 minutes on the rower, you guys will proceed to the next station, and the next station is going to be a ground to overhead. So at the ground to overhead, you can snatch it, you can clean and jerk it, you can clean and press it, any way you want to, as long as the bar goes from being on the ground and 2 over your head, either in 1 continuous motion or in 2 motions. Your combined score there is just going to be how many times you and your partner we're able to take the bar from ground to overhead. At your final station, you and your partner are going to find a rope that's stretched across the parking lot and a wall ball. Now this is a wall ball over the rope. So what you have to do is one of you is going to pick up the ball, you're going to perform a squat, and you're going to throw the ball over the rope to where your partner must catch it, perform a squat, and throw it back to you. Only reps where you successfully squat, throw it over the rope, and your partner successfully catches it without dropping it are going to be counted as reps. And the goal of this portion of the workout is going to be to rack up as many successful reps as possible. A rep will be a squat where one of the partners throws it over the rope to the other partner and the other partner successfully catches it. That's going to be one rep. There will be no partial points awarded for half reps. Only full reps count on this one. WOD 3 of XWIDES is Romeo and Juliet. It's going to be a series of suicides. We're only going to release a little bit of what the WOD is going to be about now, and we'll release the rest later. RX, you guys are going to have to be able to do pistols. These will be synchronized pistols where you're holding each other's hands. We'll also be doing double unders, where the scale division will be doing single unders, and that is all we're going to release for now.